gosh. I just got the hiccups. I don't know if I'm going to be able to film this intro. Okay. Whew. Okay. Nope, never mind.
The Mustang kids are out, rolling over hills and the roundabouts. White line motorcade, sweeter than your baby face.
Hey guys, it's Virginia. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is another thrift flip for dorms. The thrift flips in this video were actually supposed to go in the thrift flip video I posted last week, but I had so much stuff that I had to split it into two videos. All the things I made in this video are actually gifts for my friends for either graduation or like late birthday and Christmas presents, but I made them all in mind that they could be used in their dorm for decoration or function. So because this video is actually supposed to be in the video from last week, there are a few clips from the two videos that are actually like the same that are in this video. That's just because it wouldn't make sense if I didn't do that. There's also a bunch of different outfits and lightings just because making this stuff takes time. I'll have everything I use to make these things in the description box, so if you want any of this stuff or you're curious where I got it, just check the description and I'll put all the information in that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so the first thing that we are thrift flipping is this little glass candle holder. It is like the shape of a 3D star, and there's a lot of decoration that I've seen recently that are just like spiky stars. So I saw this and I thought that I could make something out of it. I'm going to make it a fake succulent pot, so I am just going to paint it, and then I'm going to put a succulent in where the candle would go. So hopefully this will turn out cute. So before I started this thrift flip, I washed this and got off like the sticky from the sticker, and I am using this acrylic paint. I meant to get acrylic enamel paint because that is supposed to work well on glass, but this one says it's still for porous surfaces, so I guess it works. But I just painted the one half of it because I could only do one side at a time because it needed to be able to rest to dry. But it didn't take long to dry, so I was able to do the other side just like later the day, and I did 2 coats of this. I tried to make it as solid and as not streaky as possible. So after I painted it, the only thing left was to put the succulent inside. So I got this succulent from Hobby Lobby and I got it for $3 with a coupon. And the wire that was holding it all together was actually really strong, so I had to use pliers to bend it into a shape that would fit inside of the succulent. And this actually turned out like super cute and really perfect because there were like 3 spikes at the top of the candle holder and 3 different succulents. So it was just a really cool, like unique DIY, and I gave this to my friend already and I think she really liked it, and it goes with like the color that she's decorating her dorm with, so pretty good DIY. Next I got these cool gold frames, and this was $2, so it can stand up like this, or I'm going to get some wire and thread it through so that it can be hung also. But I'm either going to like decorate some of the frames with washi tape, or I'm going to use washi tape to like make cool matting, if that's the correct word, like what you put behind pictures, because the pictures ended up being smaller than the glass that I printed out, so I am going to need to figure out what to do with that. But this was $2 and it's pretty much just going to stay the same. I'm just going to add a few extra decorations. So I started out by disinfecting the frames because stuff from the thrift store can be nasty, and as you can see, the pictures are too small for the actual opening, and if you put them in as they are, they just slide down. So to figure out how I was going to fix that, I swapped the glass and the cardboard in the frames so that the cardboard was closest to the frame itself, and then I traced where the edge of the frame was. And I took some yellow and pink washi tape and I cut pieces of this and I just put them on where I drew, and this created a kind of quote-unquote matting that normally you find in pictures is like white or something, but pink and yellow is this person's favorite color, so I did pink and yellow because I thought that would be fun. I had to do double layer on the yellow though because it was thin. And then to hold the pictures in place, I took a piece of tape and I folded a third of it over so that the remaining half was sticky and then the other half was not. And this just kind of created like a shelf in a sort of way that was able to keep the picture from falling down to the bottom of the frame. And then I just slid these back into place. So that my friend could hang this the other way, I took some wire and I kind of created a triangle, and for the side that would slide into the actual frame, I double layered it and I like crossed it around so that it wouldn't, fall out. And so she can hang this up sideways if she wants to put a different orientation of pictures on, because this will take up a lot of desk space just like sitting there. But it is really, really cute, and the little like outline of the washi tape actually does make it look really fun and personal, especially because it's this person's favorite colors. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. Next, I just have these mugs. I actually only have one of them, but I'm going to be DIYing two. I got 4 of these in a pack of $5, so it's $1.25 per mug. I am going to do like nail polish water marbling, where you put nail polish in water and then you dip it in. I've done this 2 other times, so I'm going to do it again. One of them I'm going to do pink and yellow, and the other one I'm going to try and attempt to do a rainbow like around it. So let's hope this goes well. Before I started, I washed the mugs, and the nail polish that I used, I found the l.a.colors worked best. This is a brand that you can just get at Dollar Tree for $1 each, obviously. Then I just have this bucket, and I filled it up with warm water, and I went through all the trial and error so that you guys don't have to. And here's my first mistake. I put way too much nail polish in, and so when I took this mug out, it just looked like a bunch of like crusty mustard, except for it was still like wet and squishy, so it was totally weird. But the great thing about this DIY is that if you don't like how it looks, you can just clean it off with nail polish remover. But if you are doing this and it's something that like someone's going to be drinking out of, you want to make sure you wash it so that there's not residue of nail polish remover, because that wouldn't be good. Here's another thing I learned is that this little nail polish, which I think it's e.l.f., is not very good. The reason the l.a.colors stuff is good is because it easily comes out and it's a bit more watery. But I learned that the more colors you do, or the more drops you do in one go, the more like wrinkly and just not great looking it will turn out. So after making this mug a few times, I finally figured out the method that I needed to use, and that was to add a drop or 2 of the nail polish you want to use and use a toothpick to spread it out. Then you are just going to go like a drop at a time basically, or like one section of the mug at a time. Use a toothpick to clear away excess nail polish that is in the water when you're dipping your mug, because if it comes up, it'll just lay on top of the layer you already have there, and it'll be like weirdly wrinkly and there might be air bubbles. So after several tries, I got this pink and yellow mug looking really, really cool with like the different opacities, and it was very smooth compared to the other times I did it. So I'm really happy with how this one turned out, and I just left it to dry. And then I started out with the rainbow one. So unfortunately I did have to use the little e.l.f. nail polish for the red color because I didn't have a red l.a.colors one, but it actually turned out looking really cool. So what I did was I just did a drop or 2 of each color at a time, and I went around the circle of the mug just in rainbow order, and I actually tried to overlap the colors a little bit just so it looked a little bit more like an ombre, because that's what this is. I mean, it's like kind of water marbling, so you're kind of trying to blend together the colors. For the yellow one, I did have to do like a few layers just because it was so light. But this is how the mug ended up turning out. I think it looks so cool, and it's actually my favorite thing that I made in this video. So I also just left that to dry. This step is technically optional, but I wanted my friends to be able to wash this in the dishwasher. So I got some dishwasher safe Mod Podge, and I just followed the instructions on the bottle, and I coated the sections that had the nail polish. I didn't bring it all the way up to the top because obviously that wouldn't really be safe to drink for them, so that's also why I kind of just kept the nail polish on the bottom half of the mugs. But once I did a few coats of this, I was done with these mugs. I think they turned out looking really, really cute. I hope my friends like them. I think that they will because I kept their favorite colors in mind when making this. And I honestly might have to go back to Goodwill and get some more mugs because I kind of just want to make some more for myself because they just turned out looking so cool. Those are all the thrift flips I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, comment below your favorite thing that I made in this video because I'm curious to see what people like the most. I think I like the mugs. Like, I think they turned out looking really cool. Also, I've had hiccups the whole time I've been filming this intro and outro, and it's proving very difficult. So I will probably have a blooper video from these clips on my second channel. It's called West Virginia. It's in the description if you want to go subscribe to it. I just post random things like bloopers or vlogs, you know, stuff like that. It's a fun channel. Also, a little secret for y'all who are watching to the end, there's actually not one, but 2 more dorm DIY videos coming up. And also a bunch of dorm hauls. So, if you like those videos, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already because the next few weeks, you guys are going to be rolling in the dorm videos. Okay, that's all I have. So thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!